Well, hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Emilia Wilde's Boudoir as a part of Vampire's radio newsletter. Here we will explore all sorts of fun, exciting, and of course spooky things. I'm Emilia Wilde. Well, parts of her, the fresh ones. And today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite characters, and that's the Bride of Frankenstein. By the way, isn't this storm convenient? So, the movie The Bride of Frankenstein is one of the most exciting Universal horror movies. This is where the monster character actually starts to develop. He starts to talk, he gets all these emotions, he finds a motive, he wants a mate. He's alone, and that's why he's tragic. However, I believe that the bride's character is a lot more tragic than the monster. She gets just a few moments of screen time, and in these 2 or 3 minutes she manages to portray a range of emotions. First, she is confused as she comes to life. Then she shows fear and despair as she sees the monster. And then eventually there's anger and frustration as she hisses at him just before he flips the switch. All of this she does without saying a single word. She manages to show us just how lamentable her life is. Her existence is an abomination. And yes, you can argue that so is the monster's. However, there is one major difference between two of them. He has a choice. He makes a choice to flip the switch, whereas she was created to be his mate. She has no say in this, and when she actually tries to show just a bit of resistance, she is murdered by this very character whose mate she was supposed to be. So she is an actual embodiment of this angst and despair of such an abominable existence that Mary Shelley portrayed in her book. A lot better than the Universal monster. She is the real modern Prometheus. She's my favorite character for many reasons, but one of these is that she's so utterly fabulous. From her hair to her dress, which is actually just some sheets, but it looks like a marvelous wedding dress. She managed, with just a few moments of screen time, to actually mark the whole cinematic history and to influence a lot of other characters. One of such characters is Lily Munster. It is obvious, yet not too obvious, that she was influenced by the bride. She has those white strings in her hair. She's married to Herman, who looks exactly like the monster. But contrary to the Bride of Frankenstein movie, Herman and Lily are in love. They have a beautiful family. They're like those American Dream white picket fence families. Just a lot better because they're spooky, right? Anyway, Lily is this perfect housewife, a loving mother, caring wife. And she's just amazing. I love Lily. She is absolutely awesome. Anyway, another character that is worth mentioning is Eva from the movie called The Bride. Now, Eva is a lot different than the first two. She is, of course, created by Dr. Frankenstein. She is sort of taught by him how to be a strong, independent woman. And this is all great. he wants her to be like that up until the moment, well, he doesn't. Now Eva is also portrayed in these gorgeous, beautiful dresses, mostly white. She has this big hair, totally fabulous, but she is actually given a choice contrary to the bride, who is not, as I talked about in my last video. So I really liked Eva, and I don't want to spoil this movie. You should really watch it. It's really beautiful and definitely worth time. Then there is Elizabeth from Kenneth Branagh's movie Frankenstein. Now this Frankenstein is the closest to Mary Shelley's book, and I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I liked a lot of parts of this movie. Though the bride thing is really sad. Now again, trying not to spoil you this, Elizabeth, who is played by Helen Bonham Carter, again, you know how she looks. She has this beautiful curly hair, big hair, mostly big hair everywhere. She is also strong, independent. She knows what she wants, which is absolutely amazing. We get to see more of such characters. And then there is one of my top characters, and that's Eunice from Hotel Transylvania. Now Eunice is a completely different thing. Also big hair, but totally 60s, long nails, always fabulous. She wears this pink turtleneck. Then in the third movie she has this beautiful leopard bathing suit. I fell in love with that one. And of course she nags a lot to her husband Frank. She's a lot like me, a decade or two, especially about the nagging part. My boyfriend would agree. Anyway, Eunice is also fabulous, magnificent. I just love her. She's so funny, she's so sassy, like snap, snap, snap. Absolutely. So these were my top picks of the characters that were influenced by the bride that I wanted to talk to you about. And yeah, with just a few moments of screen time, she managed to influence all these movies, like 100 years of movies almost, and I'm sure this will continue to be the thing. Thank you for watching. Bye.